And just like that, I'm back for my inaugural Venom and Smoke podcast show. This is your boy Mo Young, and people ask me, why do you name your Venom, your podcast Venom and Smoke? I named it because when I'm out here spitting venom, when I'm doing my podcast, when I'm going against my opponents, and also I'm always ready for the smoke and for the smoke to be bought. So, speaking of smoke, I have a special guest here. Oh man, this is a partner's my ace. We played ball for the team Nuts. Hot Beat. That's the name of our team. We won many championships. Let me bring them in. Mr. Fools, Toooo Nasty. What's going on, man? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling. Popping with you, dog.
So, man, how you doing on this day, man? You staying safe out here for this for Corona, man?
I don't know about safe, but I'm out here in these streets, though. You heard me? We getting it, dog. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna stop living, dog. You know so what's popping with you over there, man?
Oh man, happy to get this show. We got plenty of topics. We're gonna talk about Pat Mahomes. We're gonna talk about the HBCU prominence, by Michael Maker. Michael Williams, don't ask me to stay here to do make a name 2 times fast. I can't. Don Maker, little brother. That's all I'm gonna say. And also we're gonna talk about the Redskin logo controversy, man. So, and also the NBA bubble. So let's get this started, man. And who's that talking? Okay, hold up. You never know what goes on over here, man. So yeah, first we're gonna talk about my boy Pat Mahomes, man. If you've been living under a rock, Pat Mahomes was signed a 2-year, $503 million. I see $503 million. $500 million deal, bro. Tell me how you feel about that, man.
Hey, dog.
Tell me, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Should we play the Deion Sanders song for this, bro? Give me the money.
Hey, bro, you need to be playing that bitch for him because he done got it. You heard me? When I saw the 10 years, I was like, man, but then I saw the number behind it. I'm like, all right, well, I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? It's a good deal for both sides. Even if Pat get hurt, he still get a nice lump sum. So I ain't mad at that. Only advice I got for Pat:
447.
Or make them whole sign that paper, man. Don't go out there just shooting these bitches for free, nigga. Put them on that paper. Prenup, kidnups, all that, man. Don't hit
man, they're $47 million.
On the real, hey, bro, you better watch Chappelle show, pull out them love contracts. Them hoes trying to get you now, Pat.
So I'm gonna say he better pull out from his chick. Cause she gonna get all that. But Pat Mahomes deserved it though, bro. You don't think he deserved that deal?
I ain't gonna say he didn't deserve it.
I mean, the dude was comeback last year, bro. He had license.
Hey, bro, you know, I'm a little salty. You know, that's personal to me because they beat us. I don't hate him, but I don't like him right now. So, but he's there to earn the money, though. You heard me? So I ain't mad at him, dog. Get your money, spend it wisely. But most importantly, bro, don't shoot them for free, man. Have your lawyer in the room. Make them sign the contract first. You heard me? Get it stamped and notarized, then do your thing, dog.
That shit on in the background.
Nah, man, what you in?
Right here, like somebody talking in the background. You know this mic clear.
Hey, bro, I don't know.
Man, you know this mic clear, so I ain't worrying about it though. Anything happen, but like I said, but Pat Mahomes, dog, he's the best. He's the best QB in the league, bro. He deserves everything he get, bro. But man, what this says about Dak Prescott, bro? Like, you think Dak gonna get paid at least $300 million?
He got to, man. Because at the end of the day, it ain't what Dak doing that's gonna get him paid. It's who he paying for. At the end of the day, you playing for what's supposed to be America's team. You can't be out here making less money than cats like Carson Wentz and shit. They got to break him off. They should have just took the deal he offered in the first place. Now Pat Mahomes got this deal. Dak Prescott might touch $400 million if he signed for something for 7 8 years now, man.
Man, but you know, is Dak worth this type of money though? We talking about, man, this is a $500 million right here now, man.
I ain't questioning whether or not he worth it. At the end of the day, dog, get your money, Dak. Get whatever you want. I ain't saying he ain't worth it. I ain't saying he is worth it either. But fuck that. Get your money, Dak. You know what I'm saying?
So man, what about Lamar Jackson?
Oh, when he come, he gonna break the bank. They gotta take care of him. He might get a Pat Mahomes
so you
contract.
think Lamar Jackson gonna get $550 million?
Hey, bro, they'll be smart. They'll lock that dude up, man. That's a rare talent, bro. Dude got own.
But is he gonna be around with his style for 10 years?
Hey, bro, the dude ain't got hurt yet. He a bigger version of Vic. I don't see why he ain't gonna last.
I'm saying, but you think this is life changing money? So you think Pat Mahomes is going to take a step back now that he got paid, or is this going to boost him up?
I don't think he gonna take a step back, but I don't think they're repeating it as well. I think they're gonna win their division because the only competition they really got in their division is the Raiders. But when it comes to playoffs this year, I don't see them beating the Titans or the Ravens. And I'm gonna give it a little time to see what Cam look like with them Patriots. That's a scary fucking thought right there, bro.
Oh, Cam, man.
Man.
We'll shade that for a whole nother show. I could do a whole show on Cam on to the Patriots, bro. But I know that you're a Titans fan, so I saw you slide that little Titans gonna beat the Chiefs this year. But didn't they whoop y'all ass this year?
We beat them. They beat us. They just beat us when it mattered. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, y'all helped my boy Pat Mahomes get paid.
Well, we don't care about that. I got a hungry running back that's the best in the league. We all right. You know what I'm saying?
What about what about your quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, man? You think he deserved that money he got?
Yeah, bro.
I couldn't say that with a straight face. I'm sorry, people.
He got paid off of what Derrick Henry did. I could have put any quarterback in the league in his position and got the same, if not better, results. Every NFL quarterback can throw against one-on-one coverage because we saw 8 in the box every time. Now, when we lost to the Chiefs, we put the ball in Ryan Tannehill's hands, even though Derrick Henry carried us to the lead in the first half. In the second half, he only got 2 carries. What Tannehill did for us? Lost a 10-point lead, and we got our ass whipped. He did not deserve $8 fucking million to do nothing. You can go give me any fucking body to do what he did. That was a bullshit contract. Fuck Tannehill.
Right. It sounds like you are really upset about Ryan Tannehill, man. It really sound like you hate this guy, man. This is your quarterback, bro. It's the quarterback.
It's not that I hate him as a quarterback. It's you got to look at what we did as a team in this offseason and paid him. We traded Jarrell Casey away for nothing. We let Logan Ryan walk for free. We didn't want to pay Derrick Henry what he asked, and he earned it. But we gave this motherfucker $6-8 million guarantee.
It sounds like you're very passionate. But back to Pat Mahomes though, man. We don't want to make this about them sorry ass Titans. But back to Pat Mahomes, man. So You think Chris Jones be affected by this? Because I don't think there's enough money to pay Chris Jones now, man. You know what? He takes up $40 million this year.
And that's the thing. They're gonna have to make a decision because Tyreek Hill gonna need to get paid also. Chris Jones want to get paid. I don't know when the last time they paid Kelsey, but that's another check you gotta cut. At the end of the day,
Honey
they ain't
Badger,
gonna be able to ball. So
the
I
Honey
think
Badger
Chris
got to
Jones
get
gonna need to
paid.
get our man out.
Yeah, so I don't know if I say you had to pay Pat Mahomes because somebody was going to pay Pat Mahomes that money. It didn't matter who. If they let Pat go, somebody was going to pay him that money. I'm mad because, as you know, in the draft, my Saints was supposed to draft Pat Mahomes, and we'll be sitting up in great spirits right now. I'll be up there doing backflips, but the Chiefs got this dude. Well, got a Super Bowl ring, bro, because it's the Chiefs. The Chiefs, man. Like Pat Mahomes is not of this earth, and he should, like I said, he should be paid like that, man. But this is life changing money. This is baseball money. You don't understand it? This is baseball money.
You can't say you wanted Pat Mahomes and let your quarterback hear that, bro, because you know your quarterback not gonna take that too kindly.
Oh,
Knowing y'all want Mahomes over there,
me and
bro.
my quarterback not on good terms right now.
That's your
Ever since
quarterback, man. I'm not letting you disown him yet.
no, my
That's your
quarterback
quarterback, man.
got let go to Carolina, man. My quarterback is in Carolina right now. So that's another story. But I was saying, Pat Mahomes, man, like I said, he's an all-world talent. He has to, he has to repeat this if we say he's worth his money. Like you got to keep doing it. Now, because 10 years, $503 million. That's what almost the team is worth, huh? Shit. That's a lot of money, man. That's like 10 years from now. So this dude got a Magic Johnson contract, basically, in today's money. So Magic Johnson signed like a 10-year deal with the Lakers back in the day, but that was like $1 million a year. This dude getting $40 million a year. You telling me this dude has to be that though? He's the top quarterback in the league. He got the arm talent. He can break tackles. He's just an all-around player. He's a baller, man. So I'm happy Pat got his money. So we about to shift some gears right quick. From Pat to the world of NCAA basketball. And Michael Maker, don't ask me to say his name again. His name is Michael Maker. Man, look, Time Maker's little brother. And Mikey Williams, man, well, they help bring prominence. HBCUs back to prominence. And if for y'all not familiar with the story, Michael Maker chose Howard over UCLA and other Power 5 conferences like Kentucky and other stuff. So, man, what's your thoughts on this, man?
I mean, this move right here, first of all, salute to these young brothers. Because this move right here is bigger than sports. It's bigger than a lot of things that people think are important. At the end of the day, that was a major stand for young fellas to step up and say, you know what, it's time for us to really go back to supporting black. Because at the end of the day, man, even myself, and I go back and think about it, man, every opportunity we have, they step up and they show us all we really are here for is entertainment and for them to make money off of us. So why not go somewhere where our people can make money off our own backs? So at the end of the day, I applaud all these young fellas for bringing the top black athletes back to the HBCUs. Because at the end of the day, back in the day, we didn't get the opportunity to go to those schools. We should take that opportunity from them right now because the place the United States is in right now, we should be wanting to do anything at those colleges. So all the top athletes should be wanting to go to HBCUs. My son was going to Rice. He pulled out. Now he's going to Prairie View. So at the end of the day, it's time for us to go back to being taking care of our own and betting on black again. You know what I'm saying? So I salute these young fellas for that decision.
Definitely, man. I feel that, man. And growing up, I think I want to go to HBCU, but Tulane, gave a brother a scholarship basically. So that's one of my regrets. are not going to the HBCUs, man. HBCU, but I think, you know, Mikey Williams was the first to start this, and because he's a senior or junior in high school, he said, "What if I go to HBCU?" And then Michael and then Maker, I'm just gonna call him Maker. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that name, but Maker, he went and he did it. He said, "You know what? I'm going to Howard." Now, what if all the top athletes just say we're going to Howard and make Howard the new Duke or Howard the new UNC
Yeah,
or
that sounds like that sounds better.
Grambling, whatever? Man, you know, I think that's how it should be because let's face it, college sports is made off of black people. Let's be real. Like the major college sports, football and basketball is made off of black people. And people don't want to hear that, and it might not, some people might get offended, but let's be real. Yeah, if you take all the black people off of a football team, Alabama would be trash.
Tragic.
They'd be trash. You take them off LSU, they'll be trash.
Tragic.
So, and then basketball, let's not even talk about basketball. Basketball is you take them off of UNC, you take them off Duke. Duke will be just trash. You ain't the 90s no more. You can't win Christian Laettner now.
Even
So,
Christian Laettner help now. Don't forget
that. He had Grant Hill, but still,
exactly.
You know, HBCUs, I think more kids should say, you know what, if you have to play 1 year of college, go to HBCUs. Make them make that money. Unlike football, because it'll be harder in football. Because in basketball, HBCUs can make it to the dance. They can go to the championship. But football, they kind of like a division underneath it, like a subdivision underneath it.
But even with that, if the top talent start going to HBCUs, that's gonna make those HBCUs teams more relevant and more important to the national landscape. So I disagree with that. I think if they start going to the top football schools, that's gonna make those schools even better, and the top schools gonna have to come back and play them. So I think the football should go too.
Yeah, but it's more likely gonna happen in basketball than football because more players, football, they greasing them palms out there in football, you know that. So the LSUs and the Alabamas, they can outbid, a Southern, a Grambling, a Prairie View. They can outbid them. You know how it is. So and now they're about to start getting paid. So it's gonna be open season. So it's gonna be harder in football, but basketball is like I'm only here for a year. I don't give a damn about the money. I can go make the HBCUs bigger in basketball right now. Now, football might take a little time, but I applaud these two, man, because they talking about LeBron James Jr. going to HBCU. So, Bronny go to HBCU, game over. It's game over. It's like, it's time for our HBCUs to stop being a punching bag for these people, man. It look like we lost Toooo Nasty right quick. Oh, you back? They just stop being a punching bag for these big schools. It's just a payday, man. It's a payday now. These HBCUs do, and they get fed to the Lions. So it's time for us to become a Lion ourselves, and instead of being the player. And these two guys might be the key. And Mikey Williams is like they say, was one of the best prospects they seen.
#1 recruit.
Yeah, and then I wish Imani Bates would have did this, but he went to Michigan State. But if Imani Bates would have did this, that's the next class after Mikey Williams, and then we can keep going. But a lot of people don't realize these HBCUs, there's power in that. We taking our power back. Okay, you don't know how to treat our athletes, you know how to treat our people. We taking our power back, and now we can become a powerhouse. A lot of people don't realize it.
Yep.
But I'm glad he made that decision. I'm glad Maker made the decision because Howard is, that's like a top school, man. Like it's not a dumb school. It's like, that's like the Black Harvard we're talking about. So it shouldn't be the Black Harvard. It should just be Howard. But you know how you got to equate it to something like Ivy League. So he's not going to a bad school. This is not a piss poor school like he going to Delgado or somewhere, man. He's going to a good school, man. And for y'all don't know who Delgado is, that's a community college in New Orleans, man. Because we know not everybody from New Orleans. It's not like he's going to a community college, man. He's going to HBCU. And then my girl from HBCU, so she probably happy that, HBCU put some love and I'm putting them on the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That definitely
So, man,
need to push our kids going forward, man.
yeah, man, definitely I'm going to push my stepson to go to HBCU. And hopefully we can get some athletic talent out of that and he make us a lot of money. But we're going to go on that. We're going to go there. He's going to be on a couple of these shows if he want to learn how to do this podcasting gig. But if we open our kids' minds to these HBCUs not being second rate, they can stop looking bad, because some of these HBCUs look bad. Like they need the funds, bro. That's what need to go on. But going to our next topic, what do you think about the Redskin logo controversy? And for anybody who don't know, the Washington Redskins, it's basically, man, a slap in the face to Indians. Man. It's been a controversy. But now they're talking about changing the name. So would you change the name or keep the Indian up there? Which one would you do, man?
Hey, bro, I'm laughing because Dan Snyder's position on this issue is just hilarious to me, man. Even with everything going on with people being culturally sensitive, he's still on this I'm not changing my history bullshit. At the end of the day, man, you know that fucking logo is offensive. It's always been offensive, man. You got to change that shit, bro. They got a whole bunch of other things red that you could have named your team after. Fuck. You got to change that shit, man.
I mean, it's a logo. It's a logo of if you don't know what the Redskin logo is, it's a logo of an Indian, a dark-skinned Indian, man. And it's and the name Redskin, they saying it's kind of culturally insensitive. I'm gonna get you back to Toooo Nasty. Your camera going out, man. Go check it out. But it's culturally insensitive because the name Redskin. Now, if it was like a chief, a warrior, or Indian, we lost Toooo Nasty, but I'm gonna carry on the show. It's a bad look, and everybody's telling this this owner to change his he's back, man. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. It's some bull. It's some bull. We know it's some bull. That's why your camera went out. Dan Snyder is on some bull, man. Like, like I'm gonna say, bro. Everybody telling you, hey, bro, Redskins are a bad name. It's a bad name for Native Americans. Even if it's a small amount of Native Americans are offended, it's still they offended. That's like calling a black person the N-word, man. Like,
exactly, man.
It's bad, man. Whoa, man, look at this. My blast from the past, my boy, Coach Lee. What's that, Coach?
Oh, now, Coach.
What's that, Coach? Yes, that name is offensive, man. And Coach Lee, man, that's my boy, man. He knows his stuff about sports, but the name is very offensive. And
that's why
he don't want to change it.
That's why I'm laughing, because bro, he knows it's offensive and he really just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, y'all gonna pay this money. Like, y'all gonna pay this money straight up. I don't give a damn, man. Y'all gonna still buy this Redskin gift, even though Nike pulled the Redskin gift. But if I'm a Redskin fan, I already got a Redskin jersey. So
exactly.
Pulling it off for. Oh, how about this? Okay, you don't want to change your name. Okay, you can just take the Indian off and put Native American. Sorry, I don't want to be culturally insensitive. Take the Native American off and just put the R logo they have up there, and it's the logo. You don't have to have the Native American up there, man. And his skin is not even red; it's brown as hell. Like, he looked like my color. I'm saying he's not red. So That's like I said, that name is very offensive. That's like calling a black person the N-word. That's like calling a Spanish person a wetback or anything like that, man. That is just bad. It's just like it's just a bad look, and everybody been saying it's a bad look.
Hey, bro, but Dan Snyder got zero fucks he giving, bro. The only way he gonna change that logo is if Roger Goodell step up and they force him to do it, or make him sell a team and get an owner that's gonna do it. I don't think he gonna change it though, bro. Wrong is wrong. Wrong is too left too. I don't think he gonna change it though.
You get me?
Yeah, I can
You
hear
get
you.
me?
You
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah, I get you. My,
Yeah, bro, like I was saying, I don't think he gonna change it, right or wrong. I think Goodell gonna have to step in and either force him to change it or force him out. That's the only way it's gonna get fixed.
yeah, man. This dude here, man, Dan Snyder has to be one of the worst uh owners in the league, man. He like what they do, James Dolan of the Knicks.
Yeah.
Them two like what and what. Dan Snyder don't care about the Washington Redskins. Can you name somebody on the Redskins other than Adrian Peterson, man? Like, okay, maybe Gary Geist, but
I ain't gonna lie,
dude,
I'm kind of mad that I can name a couple players. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
But
just saying, like, okay, let's go defense.
uh, you got they draft. Didn't they just draft Chase Young?
Oh,
Now, I don't know
well,
nobody else back there.
you don't know nobody else is Chase Young.
I don't know nobody else back there. You know
I'm
what I'm
saying
saying?
he's a horrible owner, bro. Like this dude is a horrible owner. For years, he get people who are not, who are not like talent. Like he get Vernon Davis when he out of his prime. He gets Deion Sanders when he's out of his prime. He gets all these people. He's like, man, they
Josh
know the
Norman.
starting quarterbacks for the Redskins. They got Haskins. They had Colt McCoy last year. Who else
Right.
they had? Man, look, the Redskins have
Hey,
been
bro,
trash.
the last good quarterback they had was Jason Campbell, bro. That's how long it's been since they had a decent quarterback.
And he was mediocre. And I'm
And
being real. He was
he was
mediocre.
about to lose the game for you.
Bro, I gotta go back. The last great Washington Redskin quarterback might be Sonny Jurgensen, bro. Way
Oh,
back in the '60s.
man, you gonna skip over Mark Rippon? Mark Rippon?
Mark, Mark Rippon had a running game in the Hogs, bro. Okay, I
Yeah,
give you
all
Mark
right.
Rippon. I give you
Well, you
Mark
know what?
Rippon.
Nah, we gotta go Doug Williams. Then. Doug got the ring.
Man, Doug had one great game. He was
There you
trash for the
go.
rest of the. So their history alone speaks to the trash logo. They're trash. They should just have a trash can as their logo because they've been trash since Joe Gibbs left. Like they've been trash since Joe Gibbs left. Like be honest.
Oh man.
Be honest. Who been checking for the Redskins since Joe Gibbs left? The first time. We ain't talking about the second time because it was trash the second time he came back.
But nah, they had now hold up. When they had Portis, they was decent. When
Trash.
Shanahan had him running the ball, they was decent. They wasn't good. They was just on the line right
They
there.
had Sean Taylor back there, bro.
Yeah. But once Sean Taylor died, that was it. Everything went downhill from there.
It was all downhill. Sean Taylor, he died, and when he died, the Redskins went with it. So the name should have went with Sean Taylor. That's my boy. As you can see, I'm wearing the new stuff. The Redskin name should have went with Sean Taylor, bro. And that's not being disrespectful to him, but I'm just saying, they wasn't the Redskins since this man died, bro. They've been the shitskins. I'm being real. They've been shitty. That team is shitty.
They need to they new mascot need to be a roll of toilet paper or something because they shit in the motherfucking man.
Man, it's just baffled me, man. Like, dude, everybody telling you, hey, bro, that name is not okay. You can go to any type of Native American, you can name them after a Native American tribe. Name them Seminole. Name them, the Choctaw Indians, whatever you want to name them. If you want to honor Native Americans, you don't have to call them the Redskins, bro. Or how about this? Just call like these people saying the Warriors. Just be the Warriors.
Something simple, bro. And it's crazy that we got to have a big deal about something that's really so simple. You know it's wrong, fix it. It's really that simple. But that's what happens when you deal with stupid people in high positions.
And so the piggyback off that, should other teams with questionable symbols change their logo? This is one questionable symbol. This guy named Brad Thomas. I know him. He's doing a whole movement about getting rid of the fleur de lis because the fleur de lis was used to mark slaves back in the day in New Orleans for the code of New Orleans. So the thing about this, well, this one I want to touch on, especially because I told him I would. You know, Katrina kind of flipped this symbol because that's all we had when we came back was the Saints. And it so happened the Saints logo was this. There was nothing back. I know you're not a Saints fan, but all they had on TV was the damn Saints. That was it. We came back, it was the Saints. So a lot of people attribute the rebirth of the city to the Saints. So you see people with fleur de lis tattoos, you know, Katrina with their Katrina tattoos, and a lot of people with all that. It'll be hard to change the Saints logo. They even talking about changing the Golden State Warrior logo, trying to say that's bad. I don't get that. I don't get that one. They talking about that's what Carmelo Anthony calling for. He said he want the Warriors name changed. He want the Chiefs name changed. Like anything that the Indians. I'm like, so what's your thought on teams with questionable symbols?
I mean, here's the thing about that. See, that's where, like you said, it's gonna have to be a fine line drawn, because you can't change everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's obviously something wrong, like the Indians, like you can change that, no problem. Like you say, the Saint symbol was marking slaves, then okay, if that's the case, change that too. I don't care about no ain't symbol any fucking way. But you know what I'm saying? If it's wrong, it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But niggas
Do
saying
the
Golden State
Louisiana
Warriors
symbol.
wrong. What's wrong about the Golden State Warriors symbol? What the fuck am I missing about that one?
I don't get that one because I never knew that he's trying to say the name. Carmelo Anthony trying to say the name is rooted in racism. That's what he's saying.
I mean,
Because they saying the Warriors,
but
but Carmelo Anthony lucky he on the Trailblazers, and I think the Trailblazers is culturally insensitive too. I think they're talking about the Trail of Tears. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just saying. So he playing the Trailblazers.
So that's where the line gonna have to come in at, because we ain't gonna just be out here changing everything just because one or two people got a problem with it. But at the end of the day, if it's something that we all know is wrong, then it just got to be fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like the Indians, I can see people making a fuss about changing that because that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But just to change some shit just because one person said, you got to prove that case. Like everybody's not gonna be offended by everything. We can't just change everything. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if it's up to me, yeah, we get rid of fleur de lis. No problem.
That's because you don't. That's just because you don't like the Saints.
I'm sick of seeing that shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I hate going out of my house. I gotta see this shit everywhere I go.
The Florida League, I say the Florida League, yeah, you know, that's going to be a hard thing to change because Saints fans are like, boom, that's their rallying cry. You see it on the flags. They replaced the stars on the American flag with the Florida League. So that's going to be hard.
Yeah,
that's going to be real hard to change. That's going to be real hard to change. So my boy Brad, I know you probably watching. That's gonna be a hard road. You got an uphill battle because you got all those Cajun, the people in Mississippi. They already got their flag changed, so they're not trying to change nothing else. We got some people in Alabama, you know, and they got people in New Orleans who say, "Hey, man, I don't have nothing against the Florida League." Me, I'm like, yeah, I understand it marks slaves because when the French took over New Orleans. They used to mark the slaves in the code of New Orleans with the fleur de lis when they ran away. But I don't think they took that into account. I think they just did that because our state flag has the fleur de lis on it. But no, city flag, not state. City flag has the fleur de lis on it.
I mean,
So
but see now when you go into things that's been in place since like the 1800s and all that shit there, then you gonna have a problem with it because all that shit was marked with racism and slavery and shit like that. So I wouldn't use that as a point if I'm trying to keep that flag, keep that simple, especially as a Saints fan.
yeah, just keep it like I say. This me, I'm like I respect his. Like I said, I respect his like his knowledge on it. So it is messed up. When you think about it, he used to mark slaves with it, but that's gonna be hard because people in New Orleans, you learn they don't like change. They don't like change at all. Man, people was upset when they canceled second lines. People was upset when the Essence Fest got canceled. People got upset when Jazz Fest got canceled. Man, they was coming for Latoya Cantrell head. They was coming for her head.
Niggas was more bad about the second line than anything, though.
Bruh, they were trying to go after Corona. Look, they wanted to kill Corona. They wanted to kill Cantrell for that. You're not gonna get anybody. You're not gonna get anybody from New Orleans to change easily. You had to be something you had to do over the years. This had to be yearly. It's more like you had to like go in phases. Like, okay, we're gonna come up with a new logo for the Saints, and kind of slide it in. You can't just say, "Hey, we're gonna change it."
I mean, y'all should do like y'all did for the baby cakes, man. Come with that ugly ass baby cake. You know what I'm saying?
Say, bro, don't bring that up.
I love that shit.
Say, bro, don't bring the baby cakes up, bro. First of all, that stopped me from rooting for the Zuckers, bro. Do not bring up the baby cakes. Cause like, look, how can I bring that up to my chick? Hey, look, hey man, I'm going. Hey, baby, I'm going to see the baby cakes tonight. Okay, your ass ain't going to no strip club. Get your ass back home. That's what you gonna tell me. Like, you're not gonna even get on the baby cakes because you can't. I cannot play baseball for a team named the Baby Cakes. That name is offensive to me. We need to change that shit.
That was one name change that made no sense to me. First of all, it's AAA. Nobody come to see y'all like that any fucking way. Number one. Well, why change it to Baby Cakes? Like, come on, man.
For free. People, you couldn't pay people to go see them for free.
Oh yeah, they gave ticket away like a motherfucker. Because wasn't nobody going to watch that shit.
No, then you give them a pink uniform. It shit was pink.
See, now as a player, I'd have had a problem with that. If it ain't October, don't ask me to put nothing pink on. Fuck that.
Now that is, you understand, that is offensive. That is offensive. So where we draw the line on what's offensive? But to me, baby cakes, that's offensive to me. I'm like, I'm not trying to have a sports team named the Baby Cakes, and you want me to support this team called the Baby Cakes.
What they're trying to say is you get the baby out the king cake. It's a stupid name. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they were just trying to be.
Why not call themselves the King Cakes then?
Both of them sound bad. Fuck, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, at least one has king in it. Like,
yeah, as a man, I would rather be playing for the King Cakes than the Baby Cakes. You know what I'm saying?
Then, I'm just saying, like I said, they got who else? The Indians, yeah. The Indians one is actually a red skin. Like, okay, get rid of that. It's actually a red Indian a Native American that's red. And you name them the Indian. So I see you getting rid of that. I see you getting rid of like I said, the Redskins logo, because or even get rid of the name, keep the logo, change the name. Find out who that Indian, that Native American was, and be like the Washington Choctaws or the Apaches or whatever. Be something like that.
On the cool though, bro. In my opinion, bro, the easiest way to solve all that, they should just make all mascots animals, bro. Just make niggas pick an animal. Yeah. Fucking ain't that hard. They got plenty of animals out there. Run with one of them.
No people mascot. Yeah, no people mascot. So simple, animals are inanimate objects. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something simple.
Or something mythical, something like that. I get that. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people though who want. I think the fan base in Washington, I think all want the name gone. The owner is the only one who don't want the name gone. The Cleveland Indians, I think, is a little harder. I don't think you're gonna change the Cleveland.
I wasn't aware they had a fan base in Washington. Cause I ain't think nobody actually went out and watched.
They still have some dummies running around with gear on from Washington. I don't know. They kind of like, you forget Giants in Washington. They like to crash at the NFC East. It was already a trash division, so it's pretty trash. So it's like, who cares in the NFC East? Huh?
You know my brother gonna have something to say about that one.
Man, you can tell him to come on the show. Not tell him in his face that the Giants are trash. That name is offensive to me because nothing giant about them right now. They should call them New York midgets or the New York little people. They are not great at all, bro. Like, the Giants are horrible. And so, but they're not worse than the Redskins.
I'm gonna stay all the way out of that one. I ain't even getting in that.
I'm saying not to throw a shot on you, man. Justin, man, come on the show whenever you can, man. But the Redskins is an offensive name. They need to change it. They need to change it soon. And other stuff, I think we should just leave it alone. Like, if you got a question, leave it alone. The Redskins and the Cleveland Indians, that's no brainer. If you gotta say, well, but this, nah, leave it alone because it's never be hard to change. So, on a lighter note, what you think about the bubble in Orlando? The NBA bubble in Orlando.
I don't know how you pick that as a lighter note, bro, because my position about that ain't changing. To me, bro, all these NBA players should just cancel this season, let everything clear up, and come back next year, bro. Because at the end of the day, number one, they change the narrative on Corona all the time. But the one thing they say consistently is we got to keep distance. How the fuck are we going to keep distance if we playing basketball and I got to guard you, I got to touch you, all this shit here? Motherfucker, it only take one time. Just act Donovan Mitchell. Rudy Gobert come here playing, touching on him and shit, and he had the Corona. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they need to just go ahead and cancel this whole season away. Go ahead and start next year, bro. Because LeBron wasn't getting the ring any fucking way. So that's gonna save them some hype. You know what I'm saying? So they need to go ahead and just cancel the season, bro.
Yeah, I think they should have canceled it and just started fresh because whoever wins this championship is gonna have an asterisk behind their name. It don't matter how they do it. All the teams weren't available. Like, you knew at the time who was gonna push for what. The team could have went on a 10-game, 15-game winning streak and changed everything. But now that team is at home. And who knows, man, like, who would have really been the champion? Well, the bubble thing is scary because you're taking all the precautions to play a sport. I know y'all owners are losing money, but if you got to go through in a protective bubble like you bubble ball, you don't need to be playing. Like, for football, I think they need to cancel football. Like, they need to cancel football because how are you going to play football? Because that's tackling, hugging. You got to hug somebody, you got to tackle, bring them to the ground, you breathe on other people. You're going to get aces hurt. I don't know how they're going to do it. They're going to play flag?
Even with flag, you still got to touch them.
So how? With basketball, it's only 12. It's 12 people with basketball. Well, 15 at the most on each team.
They got 15 on the NBA roster. Y'all sitting shoulder to shoulder on the bench. Then y'all on the court sweating and touching each other. As soon as that first motherfucker test positive, the whole fucking league gonna test positive because there's too much contact. There's no way around that. They need to just throw this shit away, let this Corona shit get out the fucking way, and then come back to life as usual, bro. But once again, that's what happened when you got a stupid motherfucker. I ain't gonna say no name. When you got a dumb motherfucker at the head, you know what I'm saying? All you can see is dollar signs versus what's really important in life, man. That shit need to just go ahead and just be scrapped. You know what I'm saying? Let this shit pass over. Fuck this season. If the shit is all clear, I say fuck NFL season too. Because that dumbass shit they said, oh yeah, you can play the whole game. We not gonna do no jersey swaps at the end of the game. What the fuck is point in playing the game if I can't give you my jersey when the game over? Like that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life, man. Like they just need
they're
to
going
cancel
through.
sports for the year. Just go ahead and start
I'm
over
like, they're
next year.
going to the extremes for this shit, bro. Like they're
Yeah.
going to the extreme of to have sports. I get it. Y'all trying to do what the basketball tournament doing, TBT. But
Yeah.
these people, that's regular average everyday people, man. Hey, they probably signed a waiver to do that shit. That's on them. But y'all professional athletes, y'all can withstand not doing that. And especially football, which is like 50 people,
53
like
people.
what, 50, 53 people on each team, so that's 100 people. So you're gonna tell me nobody gonna have corona within those 100, like 107 people, 106 people?
Exactly.
Nobody gonna have
Dang.
corona?
That's not even counting coach staff, medical staff, fucking cameramen,
And then they
none of
talking
that
about
shit.
letting 14,000 people in the stadium. 14,000 people. I'm not going, I'm a St. ticket holder. I'm like, man, I'm not about to go and put myself at risk. I'm gonna make it next year. Because
Exactly.
that is, you gotta think about that. You going in there, people breathing on you, you're high-fiving people. Man, that's gonna be bad. And then how do you pick who the 14,000 people are? So,
Exactly.
like, I go with my family. So if they say they pick me, but my uncles and my cousins and my mom can't go. Like, how are you picking this? So I'm like,
Exactly.
let's get the refund. We'll watch it on TV and watch all these people catch corona. That's what's gonna happen at football. Football are more dangerous than basketball right now to me because you can't put that in a bubble. You can put them in a bubble in basketball, and hey, they just sick. But if you let the public in, somebody gonna get sick, and it's gonna be bad. We're already in the second wave of this. Corona is not going anywhere. Look like it because dumb people don't want to wear masks. They don't want to wear masks.
Hey, bro,
Like,
so let me ask you
oh,
this. How you think the NBA games would look with no fans playing in the motherfucking bubble?
like a scrimmage.
See what I'm saying? See, like, I know for a fact, like me personally, and you can attest to this. When there's people watching me and I know they watching, I get a little more excited. I can do a little more than I normally do. Some people need that to play ball. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think those games gonna look like what a regular NBA game look like playing in the bubble on top of all that. That's on top of the risk. So now you're gonna
Right.
put out a walk down product just to say that sports out on TV. That's pointless. That's gonna hurt your business.
Bottom line, man, it's like I'm a adrenaline player. I'm an adrenaline player. So when I have people either booing me, cheering me on, man, I'm like, I get superhuman strength. I just feel superhuman. It's like an aura about it. Like, man, look, I'm about to go shut them up, or I'm about to make my people proud of me. And I don't see how they're gonna do that with an empty fan base. Maybe they're gonna have some of their family members there. I don't know. I'm not sure how they're gonna do on this, but I don't think it's gonna be the same. It's not gonna be. Then you're doing all this extra stuff by putting the slogans on the back of your jersey, and you're distracting away from the game anyway. I'm like, okay, I'm all with the Black Lives Matter movement, but you don't have to. You don't have to put it all everywhere. Like now, you just seem like you capitalizing off it. So it's like, no, you're trying to make money off it. You're trying to say I'm down for the cause, but just be down for the cause. You ain't got to put the slogans on your back. You don't have to put it on the court. We know NBA. We know you love us, man. We know because you have no choice but to. Because what 98% of the league is black. You know you have to. We ain't stupid. And
I
it's
mean,
like you don't have to do that, and then you're gonna have that distraction. Then you're gonna have the no fans, and they got to worry about medical issues. I think we should cancel it. Like I'm like, you don't need to get another league like Kyrie Irving said because it's gonna be the same problems. It's no, just cancel the season, start over next year, and you can get a handle on what you gonna do. Spray Lysol everywhere. What you gonna do?
ain't
Play
gonna
in
be no high
mask.
five. They gonna have to use hand sanitizer every time they call timeout before they go back on the court. This is gonna look stupid to me, man. I'm not with this season. They need to go ahead and
So they
scrap
gonna
that.
play in mask.
I
I just
bang
want
they
to
put
know.
in the mask. the game gonna be trash, man. Dude's only gonna be able to go 2 minutes and they gotta sit down. You ain't gonna be able to breathe that shit, man.
Because I saw LeBron James practicing in the mask. So I'm wondering, are they going to play in that?
You put that game in mask, bro, they're gonna have a timeout every 3 minutes, bro. And you I don't give a fuck what kind of mask you got. You're not about to be running full speed up and down the fucking court and think you're gonna be able to breathe and catch your fucking breath in that fucking mask. That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
I'm gonna tell you, I work, and you know, I work in the medical field, so I have to wear a mask for 12 hours. You not playing basketball with that mask because I take 2 steps and I'm up there breathing hard. You can't catch your breath in the mask. So imagine 12 hours with that on your face. Now imagine running for 3 hours straight almost. Running. So I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what David Stern's gonna do. I don't know what not David Stern, I'm so used to him. What's the dude Adam Silver?
You say that shit and it just felt comfortable because niggas so used to saying
it felt comfortable. David Stern did. I don't know what Adam Silver gonna do. I'm sorry. I make mistakes. I don't know what Adam Silver is gonna do or how he's gonna do this. I don't know. What is he thinking? I don't know what the players thinking. But I hope it's a good season. I hope it's a good to the end of the season. I hope it's good. But I think it's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean,
it's gonna be a team like the Memphis Grizzlies win. Watch. It's gonna be like a team like Memphis win the damn championship. Watch.
Because if I'm a team like the Bucks, I'm upset because I was rolling before we had to take this long ass break. Now I can come out here and we ain't got the chemistry no more, and I can lose to somebody I ain't got no business losing to. For what? Man,
and then it's not East versus West anymore. Oh, we gonna have a playing tournament. So I might be like on the Bucks. If I lose too many games, I might have to play the Lakers game. In the playoff series 1 for the first playoff series.
That's stupid, man.
And then then what if the Clippers and the Lakers gotta play each other in round 1? That's what they wanted. That's why they did it. Because they want the Clippers and the Lakers to play in the finals. Nobody's stupid. Now what they play in round 1? Now you just eliminated the championship team. And now what if understand, let's say a surprise team get in there, like the Pelicans. Surprise team coming at this, beat LeBron. Well, what did we do it for?
No.
What did we do it for? To get LeBron another ring. And now Pelicans are the NBA champions. Then it's like, was that fair to the Bucks? Was that fair to the Lakers? Because they both of them were rolling. Both of them were like rolling. And now you have to change gears after being with a 3 months off. I know how I was, man. You go 2 or 3 months without playing ball, bro. You sluggish on that court. You can play all the pickup games you want. It don't equate to a regulation game.
Not even a little bit, bro.
So I don't see how they're gonna be well at this. I don't see how this is gonna be good, man. But we got a few minutes left in the field, man. You got any shout outs, man?
Hey, man, I just want to shout you out, bro. You know what I'm saying? As always,
appreciate it.
See a man step up, make his own power moves, bro. So big respect to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially with all the bullshit surrounded by these circumstances. It's always good to see a nigga come through the shit and make his way to the light, bro. So you know what I'm saying? But hey, bro, you know what, man? I just want to send another shout out to my family, man. We just came from a nice get together. We ain't spent time together in a long time. It felt good for us to get together, have some laughs, have some good times, good food. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to be around good people, man. So the rest of 2020, bro, I'm asking everybody, nothing but positive vibes, man. Keep the bullshit to yourself, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, with everything going on, you got to uplift everybody. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm my brother's keeper, so I'm sending positive vibes all the way around the world, you heard me? So that's the only shout out I got for everybody.
And my shout out, man. My shout out goes to my business spotlight, which is my old lady, man. My old lady, Rochelle, man. Rochelle Ruffin. And Yanni's theme product, man. As you can see, the Yanni Garden. You can go check this out. I got it up there for y'all women. If y'all got, it's for women's personal hygiene and cleansing. She is, she's making boss moves herself. And it wasn't for her, man, this podcast wouldn't even happen. Because when I was at my lowest, she told me go for it, man. So I want to give her the shout out, the love she deserves, man. So I need y'all to check that out, man. If there's any ladies watching this or any fellas, if she got all kind of products on there, bro. She got, herbs to help. She has everything, man. So, man, I'm looking at Coach Lee just wrote something. Let's go, Mavs. That's for life. I feel you, Coach Lee. But back to her, man. Look, y'all just check that out. She makes it all in the kitchen, like she makes it right in our stuff, man, in the house, bro. She's good at this herbal stuff, man. So I'm trying to get her to do men's stuff. But
hey, send her a shout out from me too. Tell her I got my vocals ready for you. You heard me? I'm coming. I'm ready.
Oh, man.
You gotta give me a time and a place. I got her.
Oh man, you talking about my fiance, man. Look. I guess since we family, man, I can announce, hey, tomorrow is the year countdown to my wedding. That's what Toooo Nasty is alluding to. July 11, 2021, man. That's gonna be a special day for us. And he's not singing. I'll take that right now. He's not singing, man. Look. So man, I need y'all to check out the Yankee Garden. Help me pay for this wedding by buying my fiance stuff. If y'all love me, click on the link on Facebook. She got an Instagram too. Please buy her products if y'all see it up there, man. For me, do that for your boy, man. And man, with that being said, man, I'm gonna have you not singing. You can sing at my sister wedding, not singing at mine.
Oh, I'm singing that shit too. She might well get ready.
So with that being said, man, it's a great show, man. I appreciate you, bro, for coming on, bro, and man, helping me get this out the way, bro. Like real talk, I appreciate you, bro. Like you could have easily just been like, you know what, man, you on your own, but you stepped up, bro. So so man, till next time, man. I'll see y'all next time.
No doubt, man. We out. 4-0.
I got a technical difficulties going on right now, bro. I'm trying to do something special for y'all, bro. Oh yeah, there y'all go.
Hey man.
Hey man.
That's what picture show.
Oh man, that's for y'all, man. That's for my family. I need y'all to look at it, man. That's for my family. Man, we love y'all, man. We love y'all. That's all the people who support me. Man, look, that's at the same game we're talking about, man. I think y'all do yourself on here somewhere. Passed up already.
I'm on there with my mama.
That's why I skipped over them. Oh man, look, I gotta start them when they're young. You see that, man? I gotta start them when they're young. My new money-law, right? My money-law. Oh man, they see you boy in that suit, huh? Look at Casper Shaw.
Oh, bro.
Man, it's for everybody, man. Look, it's for all the people who help support me get this off the ground, man. I love y'all, man. Boy, look at that shot.
Boy, that about 100 pounds ago, boy.
Oh man, that's when you was in shape. You fat now. Look at him. Yeah, you know that one in. All right, man. This go, man. Great show, man. I appreciate you, E, man. And that's for you, Anti-5, man. All right, man. I'm ending it.